lunchtime here in New Zealand and 19 degrees. Kind of worried about that. The weatherman says that the high was going to be 22. I went 25 and it doesn't look like it's going to get there anytime soon. To be very honest with you, it is wet. So if you are out and about driving this morning, don't forget, make a click, turn your lights on, be safe, be seen, check your tyres too, by the way, and be prepared for slippery roads. Yeah, right? Okay, nice to have everybody on board, and I tell you what, let me do this. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and believe me, I'm absolutely elated because today we're finally catching up with young Damon Spigle. Now, believe me, absolutely fantastic young artist. I can see the future in this young man, I really, really can. So we're going to kick it off, and I tell you what, you're very familiar with Damon, you really are. Check this out.
Hey y'all, it's Damon Spigle. I'd like to thank DJ Grant, his fabulous co-host Marlon, for spinning my music.
Yeah, absolutely, Damon. It's nice to have you on board. And I tell you what, let's get it underway. Never go back again here at Galaxy. So that gives us a couple of minutes, Damon. By the way, got to thank you for your voice drops. We use them all the time.
Absolutely. Yeah, thank you guys.
Not a problem. In fact, I might get you to do some for the new radio stations a little later on, maybe next year, if you know what I mean, so that we can get you. Look, honestly, the more times people hear your voice and hear who you are, what your name is, the more times people go and have a look on the interwebby thing before you know it, you might gather a few more fans, you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
Same time, are you familiar with the Galaxy Artist page on Facebook?
No.
I think so, yeah. Pretty sure. Is it one of those pages you follow, or do you send a friend request?
Both.
Both, actually. Barbara runs it, to be honest. I don't have a clue how it works, but the thing is, the more times you use it, the more times people see who you are, the more times people will go and find out more about you, you know what I mean? So it's free for artists. If you're a business, it might be a bit of a different story, but for artists it's free. We want to try and help as many people get up that ladder as fast as possible, and we, as I said, we only choose the best of the best as it is. So I've got to congratulate you. Welcome to Galaxy, my friend. It's an absolute pleasure to finally have you in front of me.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be on here with you guys.
And you may hear me shouting out to people as we go through. Believe me, there's a whole host of people that come up here that have been following through the years of doing these interviews and stuff, and believe me, there's some absolutely fantastic people here that will go and check you out. Michael Zdanowitz from Galaxy Class Entertainment, coming out of Orlando, Florida, is joining us this morning. Nice to have you on board, Michael. It really, really is, and thank you for joining us. For you and everybody, please stay safe and happy over the festives and party until you have to apologise, right? Clayton Dye's also in there, and that's 7 others, the mysterious 7 others. I wonder who they are. Do you ever get that, you ever doing one of these Facebook lives and suddenly there's this mysterious 7 others and you sit there and go, who are you? I get it all the time, I do, I really do. Oh gosh. Damon, I do thank you very, very much for taking the time out of your family festive season to join us here in New Zealand. It's such a pleasure, and we have been trying to get you onto the show for a little while now, and we're really excited to have you. We really, really are.
Yes, sir, absolutely. Yeah, everybody's real supportive of it, and they think it's awesome, so I'm glad.
Well, let me fill you in. We're in every English-speaking country in the world. Some that aren't. I don't know how that works, but we'll take it. We will. But through the show, I'll give you some stats and some numbers of how many countries, how many cities are tuned in as we are doing this interview. The one you really want is at the end, on how many IP addresses are listening. Believe me, that one is amazing. It really is.
Yeah.
Hey, Sunshine Billy.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and today, believe me, absolutely elated because we're joined by Damon Spigle. Now, believe me, Damon, I look at as the future of music here in the world. I really, really do. So let's start out with the shout-outs. Nada Nuff is joining us. Nice to have Nada on board. Of course, that's the boss, so I've got to be nice. Billy McKnight is watching as well. Nice to have you back, Billy. It really is. Sean Simpson. Sean, may you have a very, very happy and Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and a safe festives. Come back and see us next year. Brian Wayne Perry. Got a lot of respect for Brian Wayne Perry, really, really do. As not only a friend of Galaxy, but also the promoter and manager of Damon Spigle. Damon, welcome to Galaxy.
Thank you for having me. I'm glad to be here.
It is an absolute honour to meet you, sir. It really, really is. And I'm a big fan of your music. I really, really am. So, first of all, let's get the formals out of the way. We've got to give props to Brian Wayne Perry and the Perry Music Group. Of course, he does such a great job, knowing him for a number of years now. And I've got to ask you, how did you meet Brian?
Well, so my dad owns a restaurant, and Brian lives probably 10, 15 minutes away from the restaurant. He comes in here all the time, but I didn't know that at the time, so he come in, and my dad had put a poster or something of me and my music outside the restaurant, and I guess that caught his eye. So I guess he got online and looked me up, and then we got into contact because my aunt Christy's the bartender here at the restaurant, so they got in contact, and then we had a meeting one day, and he was like, "Are you ready to do this?" And I was like, "Heck yeah, I'm ready to do whatever." And then that's how it all started.
Well, I've got to be honest with you. Brian is a very, very astute businessman. He really, really is. I have never, ever heard a bad artist come out of the Perry Music Group, ever. And I think he's on a winner when he's working with you. I really, really do. So please, be very, very kind to Brian. But the next time you see him, give him a poke in the eye for me, won't you?
Yes, sir, will do.
Nice, I like that. Nice squishy one too, by the way. None of this closed eyeball thing. You know, make sure you get a good squishy eye, poke in the eye there for me. Having said that, we opened up the show with Never Go Back Again. Now, we've been playing this for a little while, and believe me, there's been a lot of people requesting it. You're up around 1,794 requests for it so far, and still being requested. So I think you better tell me a little bit about this track. Tell me all about it.
Yeah, well, it's kind of one of them songs, you know, that I just sat down and wrote in one day. It was a pretty quick write. I thought about, I got a lot of little cousins and a lot of young people that look up to me and that talk to me a bunch, and I just think about them, and I was writing, and I just basically telling them that there's not a person in the world that's worth making you suffer or making you like feel like you've been put down. So basically telling them not to ever go back again to somebody that's putting you down.
Fair enough, and I fully understand it. I really, really do. By the way, Brian says Damon is a hard-working artist. We're proud of him. Well, I believe you. I really, really do. Peter Hoffman is watching as well. Nice to be on board, Pete. And today, talking to a very, very young artist. Now, I've got to ask you, in your future in music, where do you see yourself in 5 years' time?
Well, I see myself touring the world, you know, grinding, writing, meeting all these new artists, collaborating with other people. I'm just hoping to tour the world, you know, and help or get people to connect with my music. That's my goal.
You know, I absolutely love that, but I'm a little worried at the same time because you are a very accomplished sportsman in your own right, and believe me, I know there's going to be selectors out there looking at you saying, listen, we would like to offer you a deal. What would be more important to you, the sports or the music?
Oh, it's a hard one.
Definitely the music. You know, I've thought about sports and stuff, but, you know, my coaches are real supportive. My dad's an assistant coach on the football team. Then my head coach, his name's Coach Rogers. He's very supportive of me and as well as everybody else in my community. So they all understand, and if it comes down to it, I'd pick music.
I love that, I really do. Raquel, coming out of Charlotte, North Carolina, is asking Damon, as a fan, how do I get hold of you? Are you on Facebook? Are you an ex? Are you a talker? But more importantly, Damon, do you respond?
Yeah, I'll respond to you on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, all that good stuff. So just shoot me an email or shoot me a text on Facebook, and I'll be able to respond.
Very, very cool. Believe me, you're going to have huge amount of people. You'll be doing nothing but this all day now. And Steve Baker is watching again. Nice to have you back, Steve. It really, really is. And Merry Christmas to you and family as well. Now, Hey Girl, I love this track. In fact, little side salad secret here, Damon, is I actually play this particular track in my car, which
Awesome.
doesn't happen often. Believe me, I have my own little faves that I play in my car. Added this one not so long ago. Absolutely love it. And I got to ask you, where did you get this recorded? Give us a shout out for your recording studio.
I went down to Nashville at Direct Image Studios with Ken Royster. I'm sure you've heard of him. He's great. He taught me so much. It was a huge difference from how I sing now and how I used to sing. He taught me how to, open up and just belt. And I'm very appreciative of him and Brian for helping me get in touch with Ken. As you probably know, he cut Hurricane by Luke Combs, which was a huge hit, #1 on the radio for the longest time. So it was awesome going in with Ken, and the great musicians that did the song with me. They were great as well. They're touring the world with all kinds of big artists and all kinds of recording tracks. So I'm very thankful to have the opportunity to work with guys like that.
Absolutely brilliant. So, Hey Girl, tell me all about the lyrics.
Yeah, well, it's basically one of them songs, about a girl that I fell in love with and that I want to spend the rest of my life with. I wrote it from the heart. It's one of them songs that just come to you. And yeah, that was a quick ride as well.
This is the funny thing, Damon, and I'm going to be honest with you. As I said to you early on, I speak to artists and musos every day. It's those ones that are written down in 5 minutes. And believe me, I have people say to me, Grant, I wrote it on a McDonald's napkin while the kids were in the playground. These are the ones that have the longevity. These are the ones that last the longest. People who anguish over a song for 10 years, and it has happened, and it's a 5-minute song. It doesn't last. It makes its hit and then it's forgotten about. I love the 5-minute songs that absolutely last forever. And Damon, I think you've got a very good talent for it. Here, joining us live, is Damon Spigle, coming out of Kentucky. And I got that right, I think. Yes, it is. Eastern Kentucky. Here's Hey Girl. I had somebody talking to me at the same time, so I did get it right.
Gotcha.
I really did. Gosh, I am so impressed with you, young man. I mean, 16 years of age. Believe me, I think you've got a huge future ahead of you. I really, really do.
Steve Baker said.
Yeah,
Thank you very much. I hope so.
I see Steve Baker's here.
Yeah, what he said.
Yeah, exactly. We've got a guy here by the name of Steve Baker, which we have a lot of love and respect for. He says, such an awesome artist. This video is performing incredibly well across the US and internationally. You have a lot of people watching you, and a lot of powerful people. You really, really do.
That's so awesome.
We feel that you're on the precipice of getting to that next level. We really, really do.
Yeah. I hope so. Looking forward to it.
I think Brian sees something in you that is going to take everybody up that next ladder, and I'm so impressed by the way that Brian is managing and handling and promoting you. I'm so impressed with your music that I would personally like to invite you to a country to play in some of the concerts that we take care of, which basically is in India. I really, really would. As I said to you, we're opening up new radio stations in India. We also do concerts there, and we would like to talk to you in the future, and to Brian, about organising getting you over there and putting you in front of some of their audiences and building
awesome.
a whole new fan base for you over that way. Would you consider going over there? Maybe not next year, but it might be, 27, 28, somewhere around that area. And I think by that stage, there'll be no stopping you.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, absolutely. I'd definitely consider coming over. I'd love to.
Nice. Believe me, my friend, I think you're going to be a force in the music industry. I really do. And
I appreciate that very much.
I think I see in you what Brian sees in you.
And
Okay?
Steve Baker's promoting his video.
And Steve Baker's promoting your video.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Steve. I appreciate it, man.
You have some very, very cool people with you, man. You really, really do. You don't know how lucky you are. You really don't.
Yes, sir.
And I'm so proud of what you do. Just do me one favour. Don't ever stop doing what you're doing.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Because believe me, I think you're going to make it. And I don't say that to anybody. That's right. Something.
no, he's done
I
it
forgot to turn my mic on. There's something new. I haven't done it in a while now. Brian Wayne Perry says, Grant, fuel up the Gulfstream G6 will be there. Fueling. Now. I've got it on the landing pad getting ready. All right, my friend, I really do. Because I really mean it from the heart. I see something in Damon that I think you see as well, Brian. And this is a talent, and it's going to be absolutely a force in the music industry in the years to come. I really, really do. And I think within the next 3 to 5 years, we won't hear nothing but Damon Spigle everywhere. 100%. Yeah, absolutely. Having said that, I've got to say, and I'm fascinated with this, Bricks and Brews. Special place.
Yeah, it's a place I started playing at right away, really, when I started playing out. They were very welcoming and very... It's hard to find places that'll allow me to come play because of my age, and obviously there's rules to that stuff. I got to be out by certain times and stuff. But they've been very welcoming to me, so I love that place.
So, all I can say, why?
By what?
Why is it a special place? Why is your song?
Yeah.
Tell me about why. Come on. I just gave you a huge segue. Come on. Tell me all about it.
That's a very special song to me because I was 14 years old at the time, and we talked about going down to Nashville and recording my other songs that I have written, and we went down there. It was me, my dad, and 2 of my uncles. We get down there. We're staying in this little apartment complex, and it's like 11:30 at night. And I had one word to this song, and they were like, "You got to finish that. You got to finish that tonight because we're going to record it tomorrow." And I was like, "I don't know if we can do this in one night." And they was like, "Yeah, we can." Anyways, we ended up writing that whole song in one night, in like 2 hours. Like you said earlier, it's those songs that don't take a long time that just mean the most to you. But we got up the next day and went and recorded it, and it's always been something special to me, and it always will be.
Well, I got to be honest with you, my friend. I only came in last night. I only put it in the system yesterday, last night, and this morning it's already played twice, and we've had a number of people go, "Want to know more?" Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time here at Galaxy officially, we're releasing Why with Damon Spigle. Michael Zdanowicz is saying he's a great artist. Absolutely, absolutely. Of course, you've got a number of promoters watching as we do this as well. So believe me, there's a huge amount of interest all around the world. There's some people coming out of Norway that are watching as well. So
Awesome.
the thing is, I think that you're going to make a world impact. I think it just needs to be a gradual increase bit by bit, but every step needs to be very, very targeted and very, very poignant to what you're doing at the time, you know what I mean? And I think that's
Yes, sir.
exactly how Brian is bringing you along in the music industry.
Mm-hmm.
Do me a favour, follow that man's guidance.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I always will.
Nice.
He's been great.
Nice, because believe me, he'll get you there. He will get you there.
Yeah.
Literally. We, as a stepping stone, and believe me, that's exactly what we are. We are a stepping stone. We can assist, but we can't force people to love you, and we can't force people to like your music and everything like that. All we can do is but play it. Again, we only play the best music in the country and in the world. Literally, we play the best indie artists in the world. You're right up there with it, and I think that you're going to go that little bit further. That's why I would like to talk to you after this as well about a few things that we have in mind, to which will include Brian in the conversation a little later on, if you know what I mean.
Yes, sir.
But at the same time,
Hey, Janice
I
Van
think
Cannon.
India is going to absolutely love you, my friend. I really, really do. I mean,
I hope so.
seriously, I mean, 55 years of Bollywood, and they're hanging out for westernised music. You know,
Yep.
an artist of your calibre, of your aging, is just, they're going to eat you up.
Awesome.
Yeah, you got to watch out for those girls over there, my friend.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, you really are.
Hey, Bo.
Sorry?
Hey, Bo.
Bo! Oh, okay. Oh gosh, there's been a few here I've missed.
No.
Phyllis Slatergan is joining us as well. Nice to have you on board, Phyllis, it really is.
Mrs. Van Cannon, Janice Van Cannon.
Janice Van Cannon. Hello, Janice. How are you?
Mrs. Pumpkin.
No, I wasn't going to say pumpkin.
I
No, I
did.
wasn't. Oh, I really wasn't going to say pumpkin. But say hi to Terry for us, will you please, pumpkin? You sound like you got a bit of a cold coming on.
Yeah, I got some bronchitis I've been dealing with this week.
Ooh, I feel sorry
Yeah,
for
it's been
you.
kind of rough.
Yeah, take care of the health of yours, my friend. You're an important item. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Literally. We need to wrap you up in cotton wool. Glenda Phillips is watching as well. The Apostle is in the house. Hello, Glenda. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and have a very safe Festivus, won't you? Come back and see us next year, won't you? We love Glenda. And of course, Janice, you were saying, is watching as well.
She
Nice
is.
to have Janice back with us.
Oh, what have you done?
I don't know what the heck I've done. I bet I'm always doing it. Anyway. Dear. Yeah.
Put your act together.
Yeah, I get that a lot. I really, really do, especially when I've got people talking to me at airtrains as well. Today we're talking to Michael. I'm looking at Michael Zdanowicz. We're not talking to Michael Zdanowicz. We're talking to Damon Spigle, coming out of Eastern Kentucky. Which part of Eastern Kentucky are you in?
I live in Lincoln County, Kentucky, city of Stanford. It's a little small town.
Okay. City of Stanford. What size population would that be?
To be honest with you, I got no idea. Everybody knows everybody, though.
Believe me, it's like that around here, to be very honest with you. It really is. Thank you. I'm sorry, Damon. I'm absolutely tragic when it comes to devices. if you know what I mean. So I'm watching all of these people and all of these names and everybody coming up, questions, stuff like that. And every now and again I just flick it and it disappears, and it's just the way I am. I never know how to get it back, but Barbara's a genius, she really is. Now, Ryan, coming out of Michigan, is saying, do you have a merch store? How do I get hold of a t-shirt, a cap, a koozie? Do you have any links to it?
Yeah, you can buy all that stuff on my website, DamonSpiegelMusic.com. Just get on there and type it in. You'll find all my stuff, my merchandise, my music, a lot of stuff about me, and then where I'm going to be playing and stuff like that.
Absolutely brilliant. Now, Duke, going to ask you, I realise that it is the festive season coming up. Got anything planned for doing a few shows, maybe Christmas Eve, maybe New Year's Eve?
We haven't really got anything established yet. On Christmas Eve, we're always gone to family, so probably not Christmas Eve. Maybe New Year's. We haven't really talked about it much, but we plan on getting some shows in the summer and stuff like that. So we're looking forward to the new year.
Absolutely. New Year's Eve, always a big money night.
Yeah,
Always.
absolutely.
Always a big money. And there's always promoters out there, you know, pubs, clubs, places like that. That night, most difficult to be able to get an artist. Literally, it really, really is. Been in the industry many, many years. That's the night you make the money. It really is.
Yeah.
Oh, population 3,698. Okay, there you go. That's the population of your city there. Bo Gregory is watching as well. Jimmy Piano is watching, and nice to have Jimmy Piano on board as well. Now, Damon, I've got to let you know, this is the last week this year that we're actually doing interviews, and believe me, very, very, very happy to have you. Literally, really, really am. Got to ask you though, anything new in the can? You got anything coming out for 2025?
What, the interviews you mean?
No, with music.
Oh, yeah, I got a song coming out. It's called Every Heart Has a Story. It'll be coming out at the beginning of the year sometime. We don't have a set date yet. And then plan on going back to the studio. You know, I've been writing some stuff and trying to bounce ideas off people. So hopefully we'll be back in the studio around March, April, something like that. Very
cool, because I'm kind of hoping that you'll pass it our way, and just maybe you might come back, have another interview.
Yeah, absolutely. That'd be great.
Love it. Absolutely love it, love it, love it. My hometown. I heard this for the first time about 1 o'clock this morning, and absolutely love this, considering putting this one into my playlist in my car as well. And believe me, I've got a very, very cool stereo in my car, so, you know, I'm absolutely loving it. I think you better tell me all about it.
Yeah, that song was more of, I was just starting to get kind of out there with my music and stuff and playing, and everybody started to come and see me live, and it was a great feeling. And I was just kind of sitting there one night, and I have this piano at my house. It's electronic. Well, it's a keyboard, and it's got like these loops you can put like with drums and stuff like that. I turned on one of those drum loops and started playing some chords on my guitar, and then I just come up with that "Take Me Out of My Hometown" part, and it just kind of stuck with me. And it's basically a song about wanting to leave my hometown one day but come back and see everybody, but I want to get out and do music for my life.
Love that. Absolutely love it. You're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, joined this morning by Damon Spigle. Here's My Hometown on Galaxy. How you feeling, Damon? You okay?
Yeah, feeling great.
Nice. After we do this, you'll get a copy of everything we do today too, by the way. We'll take some photos, put it into a movie. You'll get a copy of the movie probably tomorrow. Barbara will do it through the night. And I say to people literally, yeah, fair enough, show it to friends and family. They'll automatically love it because it's you, right? But I usually say to people, show it to somebody you don't like.
Yeah, exactly.
2 reasons. A, it's a hell of a good boast. It really is a hell of a good boast. But B, usually puts a fire under their tuchus, and before you know it, they're getting hold of Barbara as well, saying, hey, I got a band too, you know. So It's sort of, it works out that way for us pretty well. How many countries are tuned in? Countries. 169 countries tuned in right now.
Wow, that's awesome.
That's not bad. How many cities?
69.
Okay. 6,972 cities tuned in.
Wow.
But you want the number at the end of this. IP addresses. How many machines are tuned into this? Now, we can't really tell whether there's 10 people or one person listening because it's the computer IPs, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that number is impressive, and I promise you, you're a superstar, and the numbers are still going up.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Believe me. Let me give you a hint. You're in the 5 millions right now.
Wow. That's crazy.
You really are. By the end of this, you'll be up, as a rough guess, yeah, almost 6 million.
That's crazy.
Give it a couple of more minutes and you'll be up there, about 6 million.
Wow. That's I can't even speechless.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, I'd hate to buy them all a beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really would. It's a lot of beer.
Oh yeah.
But when we start playing you in India, as I said, there's 1.8 billion people there. We got our own professional people in there to give us some stats, find out, you know, really is this a viable thing or isn't it? They reckon our listenership will be about 150 million in the first year. So that's why I want to introduce you to that kind of audience. You know?
Yeah.
My 5 million, yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. But 150 million, it's a hell of a lot better.
Yeah.
It really is.
100%.
It really is. That's right. You know something? That's twice in one show. Okay? And I've just been told I've got to put $10 in the swear jar. Because I've forgotten to turn the mic on twice. That could make me swear. It really could. Sammy Severe is joining us. Nice to have you on board, Sammy. It really, really is. And Jan Solomovic. I think that's how you pronounce your name. I apologise if I got it wrong, Jan, but nice to have you on board. Also, Dan Washburn is joining us. Dan, my fellow pilot friend. Nice to have you on board, Dan. It really, really is. And have a very happy and successful festive for you and your good lady as well.
We'll see you on Thursday.
And I'll see you on Thursday.
Yeah.
Just been told. See you on Thursday. Very cool, Dan. Nice. But today we're talking to Damon Spigle, and believe me, 16 years of age, this young man has talent beyond compare. He really, really does. And I think within the next couple of years, managed right, brought along in the industry in the right way, you're going to hear nothing but Damon Spigle everywhere. Bigger than Taylor Swift. Think about it. I think about it all the time, and I think he's very, very talented and can get there. Now, Damon, I got to thank you so much for taking the time out to talk to us down here in the Antipodes, here in New Zealand. Been an absolute pleasure meeting you, sir. I'm very, very humbled. And all I can say is please, please don't stop doing what you're doing.
Yes, sir. I never will.
Brilliant, brilliant. And absolutely love, love, love everything you're producing right now. Looking forward to meeting up with you again 2025 So we're going to have to ramp this up right now, but thank you so much for joining us. Don't go anywhere just yet. We'll take some pickies and have a little chat. In the meantime, for everybody else, thank you for joining us today. We've only got one more day of interviews to go. That's Wednesday. Yes, we've got 2 interviews happening on Wednesday. Then on Friday, the extravaganza. We're doing Christmas. Yeah, we're doing Christmas, and believe me, we're starting at 9 o'clock in the morning. Could end up about midnight. You never know. It's going to be one of those days. So join us there. But in the meantime, from me and everybody here at Galaxy, all we can say is happy radio, everyone.